Okay, so for things first, we're gonna get our 18 or 17 by 17 piece of fabric. The more exact you are, the better. Make sure you top stitch it around, and when you're top stitching, make sure to pin it so that your fabric doesn't move. Then when you get to the folding, which is gonna be the tricky part, we're gonna fold it in half this way. We're gonna iron it here, all the way across. And then what I like to do is unfold it, fold it this way, and just simply press on these edges there. Okay, but I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna come back this way with it. So now we're gonna get it folded. So what you wanna do is get this corner up into here. So we're gonna fold it like this. Okay, so you get a square. Make sure you're nice and tight down here. And then you're gonna flip this back over this way. Okay, you can iron it at this point, or you can wait until you fold the next. So then we're gonna get this corner, move that over a little bit, get this corner up under here into this flap. It's a little tricky. Get it all nice and lined up in that corner right there, because it does matter. It needs to be exact for the end results. Okay, then we're gonna give it a good press right down into that, right down into this point here. Okay, so now, this is the middle line, and what you're gonna wanna do is fold in this corner so you have an exact triangle here. You'll also fold in this side. That'll be exact triangle. You'll meet at the center. Kind of take a look and make sure this is a square square. You'll see at the end why it's so important to get it just exact. Give that a good press. Okay, might even want to just pin it right here. It's still hot. A little pin. So now you're going to flip it this way. And make sure your corners up here are still really lined up. I'll let you see that. See how your folds are just right there? I'm gonna hit that with the iron again. And then we're gonna fold in this way. Well, usually, it's a tulip pink iron, so usually it's not quite that hot. Okay, so now we've got those triangles folded in. I'm gonna turn it so that the fold is down here and that the intersections are up here with that. Because what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take this piece here, and if you see this line right here, you want this fold to match up right with that line. Okay, then I'm gonna pick up, you'll have 3 layers of fabric here. I'm gonna pick that up, and I'm gonna pin only those 3 layers of fabric, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, now I'm gonna take it like this, and this right here, you're gonna fold back. You'll have 3 layers of fabric there. So what you wanna do is get in there and pin that, and make sure it's nice and tight to the fold. Make sure it's tucked in nice. These are nice and tight into this fold, like this. Okay, let me do it again for you. And I'm going to flip it over so I can do the right side for you again. So this edge right here, this fold goes to here, so that this fold is right along that fold. Oh, and then you're going to pick these 3 layers up, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to pin that. Okay? You're going to lift this up right here. Fold that down. And you're going to take 3 layers, 1, 2, and 3. Make sure this fold is tightly packed up into that fold. And you're going to pin this right here. See how these are equal right here where that fold is? That fold right there, right here. And I also, make sure those are even, I also like to open it up this way. Because that also, those also need to be the same. Looking pretty good. Okay, that crease shouldn't matter. But what we're gonna do is crease it like that and get an iron on that so that it doesn't have that double crease, because that will matter right in that area. It'll matter. Okay, so now we're going to get it like this. We're going to fold this down here. Okay, and you'll see you want to have this part right here, that angle right there, overlapping and somewhere near that top stitching. Okay, so that's right there at that top stitching, that's right there at that top stitching. And I find it's just fine to pin it down there. I'm gonna fold it here, do the same thing here on that edge, and you'll do that throughout. I like to look at it here and see that those are nice and lined up here, like that. Okay. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna top stitch from this edge across here, about 1/2 inch down, seam allowance, or maybe even 1 inch to catch that, because you'll want to catch this here or this comes unfolded.
Okay.
Right? And then after you've top stitched it, you're done.